Hi, I'm John Ratzenberger. If you want to know America, you've got to meet the folks who work in factories and workshops.
People who make real things and take pride in what they do. And then you've got to go in there with them and see how it's done. So that's what I did. I poked around every corner of this country. Big cities, small towns, and whatever was in between. Looking for the soul of America. And you know what? I found it everywhere. In this episode, we salve ourselves in Durham, North Carolina. Cut to the point in Olean, New York. And learn how not to break the ice between periods.
So sit back and relax, because we've got it made in America.
This program is produced in cooperation with the Reader's Digest Association. You can find the town of Olean in the southwestern part of New York, along the Allegheny River. It was founded in 1823 as a trading depot to connect New York with the rest of the country. Originally, its name was Hamilton in honor of founding father Alexander Hamilton. But because of a nearby crude oil spring, the name that stuck was Olean, derived from the Latin word for oil. Oh, they were an educated lot back then. Today, they're even sharper. That's because Olean is home to Cutco cutlery. Knives just don't get any less dull than these. Meet Cutco's president, Jim Stitt, a real hair razor.
This is razor sharp.
It doesn't get more razor sharp than that. I can see you haven't demonstrated this for a while.
I'm trying to hold off for a while this summer, you know?
Cutco was born in 1949 after the marriage of Alcoa, an aluminum company, and Case, a knife manufacturer. The man responsible for why Cutco knives feel so comfortable in your hand was Thomas Lamb, a real stickler for quality. Cutco's 1,000 or so employees make more than 100 kitchen utensils and garden tools. Cutlery this sharp requires an enormous number of steps, most of them done by hand with the aid of machines. The process begins when a press punches out blanks of high-carbon stainless steel.
It takes about 35 tons to press out each blade. There's a lot of tonnage, and it's really fast.
These would be nice lamps or something. Put a little stained glass in there.
The blades are then tempered.
And as they travel down through where you see these white panels here, and this is where the blade gets very hot. We heat it up and then cool it down very rapidly. It gives us the hardness. It also is what creates the corrosion resistance in stainless. Here's where they come off the end, and you can see they're very bright, not real hot. They still have some warmth to them. They've got some warpage to them. As she sends that through, while they're still somewhat warm,
Like a ringer.
right, we can actually straighten them a little bit. So we're trying to bring the thing as close as we can to straightness. We won't get it all the way. We're going to have to fix that a little later down the road, and we'll show you that. We have a three-step process. Now, this is the first step of the heat treating process. This gets us the basic hardening.
So you heat them to 1,800 degrees, and then you go to 120 degrees below zero.
And that will make a full conversion from the soft state to the hard state. So at that point, coming out of those freezers, we will have a very hard but brittle piece of steel. This is the kind of place you don't want to stick your tongue on. No. 120 degrees below zero. The next step we're going to go through, we're going to heat them back up again. We're going to put them in the oven over here. We're going to heat them up to 365 degrees. What that does is remove the stresses in the part, and it will make it flexible. So what we're doing here is we're straightening the blades after they come out of heat treat. We've got a little bit of warpage in them. Want to try it?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Why don't I just do it like this? Okay, here we go. Oh, this is going to be good. There we go. How's that?
Wow. Hey, a little bit more and you make a grapefruit knife.
A little bit more, we're going to be making a boomerang.
Hey, oh, hey.
Hey, I'm getting there.
You're getting it. You got it. Whoa!
Now the blades pass through a machine with 6 automated polishing heads.
Let me check my hairs. Okay, thanks.
Okay, what we're doing here is putting the name on the product, made in the USA.
It'll last forever, huh?
That'll last forever.
Next comes some more straightening. Mike eyeballs the blade against the line on paper and makes any necessary adjustments.
How do we know that line's straight?
How do you know that, Mike? You want to try sight one before you leave?
Sure, yeah. Okay. I see what you mean.
Now what we're going to do is we're cutting this concave edge on there. If the steel gets too hot, you ruin the temper of the heat treat.
I know, I've done that, yeah.
So making sure the coolant is just exactly right is very important in the process. When we put this through here, you can see the difference in the shine. We're actually putting a satin finish on. Feel how smooth that is.
Oh, yeah.
Now that will make it easier to clean and more corrosion resistant because there's, you know, little food particles, iron particles.
It's velvety smooth.
It's velvety smooth. Now we're putting the famous double D edge on here. Each one of these little edges is 3 individual edges inside there. Little razor sharp knife edges. There's not a saw cutting action. They're actually individual knife edges in there. Okay, go ahead and take it and feel, put your finger, just run your fingernail down that one, and then run that one there. Ah! Oh, God! Oh, my goodness! Oh! Ah! Get a rag, Joe! Get a rag, Joe!
It's ketchup. I'll just get it.
Now comes quality control, better known as Kathy.
What are we doing over here?
Well, we're on the blade inspector. This one here is a bad polish. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at it, it has like a little bit of a wave to it.
Oh, yes, yes.
See that?
Only it's spelled wrong. Only kidding.
Okay. I didn't notice that earlier. Oh.
It's time to attach the handles, which are made of Sulcon, the kind of plastic that feels great and polishes beautifully. At last comes honing, buffing, and a final inspection. All that's left now is shipping, direct to the customer. Cutco knives aren't available in stores. You can only buy them from a Cutco representative who comes to your home and demonstrates why they're a cut above. Most of Cutco's reps are college students out of school for the summer. They claim that all they have to do to make a sale is show up, because the knives sell themselves. After all the slicing and dicing, anyone still skeptical is usually won over by the guarantee. It's unconditional, forever.
Remember, this is a forever guarantee. Doesn't matter who it belongs to. It's guaranteed. It's not, you don't have to show proof of purchase. Forever guarantee. We've been doing this for over 55 years.
Some of the people here do nothing but refurbish products that owners send in for a tune-up.
This will look like this when you ship it back.
That's exactly right.
You imagine the grin on their faces when they open that box like Christmas.
One of Cutco's most popular products is their shears, which can quickly turn a penny into a half penny, or less.
Sorry, so you're under arrest for defacing government property. Oh, look at this.
There you are. Even cut up all your money.
This would be a nice Christmas tree ornament.
Yes, it would.
The Cutco penny.
That's a real pair of scissors.
That's the real deal, too.
That's the real deal.
The nature of the work around here allows everyone to be a real cut-up. About the only thing they don't cut is corners.